All right, guys, we've got another weekend of football action coming your way. If you're tuning in live, you better get to your TV box because the Premier League's kicking off right now. This is round 25 of the Premier League, and this is Red Card Radio's preview of that. My name is James. I support Arsenal. With me tonight, that's Brad over there. He supports Chelsea. Down below is Sean. He supports the Tottenham Hotspurs. What is a Hotspur? And so, yeah, it's Friday. What is it? Friday, February the 5th or the 6th? I don't even know. It's the 6th. Today's Friday, February 6th. And right now,
obviously,
Leeds versus Forest are kicking off. And so if you are in America, that's probably on Peacock or something. I don't know. But really the big one that I think we're all thinking about is, will Manchester United get their 4th win in a row? Will that Manchester United supporter get one step closer to cutting his hair? It's Manchester United versus the Hotspurs from Old Trafford.
Levels?
No.
Bro.
This is not levels.
Levels?
Unfortunately, this is not levels.
Bro, that's the funniest thing you've said so far. That's amazing to me. What?
United are on 41 points. Tottenham are on 29.
We were the low teen brothers just 8 months ago.
Yeah.
What happened? What happened? They got better. We didn't. They spent $200 million and we didn't.
Yeah, it's actually interesting. It's actually interesting because you guys are just as bad this year as you were last year.
Okay, all right. That's all right. Thank you for noticing.
Now, I mean,
we are now
you're only
mid-table team.
You're only 9 points ahead of safety. If you guys lose this weekend and West Ham pick up points against Burnley, which is eminently possible, if West Ham beat Burnley, 6 points.
You know what's funny about this is that very naively and unaware of sporting events, I was explaining how Tottenham finished in the top 8 of Champions League, and I was like, that's really good because we're injured and we don't have to play in the round of 32. We get by, we get straight to the round of 16. It's really good. It lets us rest up, and we're the best of the best in Europe. We're the best 8 in Europe. And Brittany, my fiance, was like, yeah, then why do you say they suck all the time?
Chief Marketing Officer is very astute.
Yes.
She is very astute.
I was like, I don't have an answer for that. I do not have an answer for that because we do suck all the time. And I have no idea how we beat teams. I don't know how we were fighting, duking it out with PSG in Paris. And then we come home and just get blasted by Palace. I don't get it.
Well, I don't
understand.
Well, I think that the problem is that like the tendency in England, at least right now, is to just play nasty low blocks. And like the tendency in England right now is to just play very, very defensively at all times. Every team is like, I'm just going to try and out defense you. And
Gigi Buffon. Yeah. Gigi Buffon was waxing poetic about this. He just wishes Italy would go back to doing that.
Yeah. But and whereas in Europe, I think the teams are trying to play football more, are trying to play more free-flowing football, more intricate passing, things like that, and you get less nasty low blocks. And so the English teams who have been week in and week out been playing against low blocks, they get to spread their wings against these European teams who are trying to play football against them.
Sure, but also you put Newcastle United in a different league in the world, and they're first, second, or third.
Maybe not Italy. Maybe not Spain. I don't know if they're better than Madrid, Barcelona, or Atleti, but they're probably qualifying for Europe.
And they're 11th on the table, right?
Yeah, they're probably up there with Inter and Napoli and AC Milan.
I honestly think I know we're taking jabs at Tottenham, but I think you can make the same argument with Tottenham, and we're 14th.
Sure.
Like 100%. I think you could drop us any league, and I don't think we're finishing lower than 4th in just about any league.
100%. I'm saying this as a Premier League thing, right? Like Forest probably gets some dubs. Like every single team, almost every single team on this list plays European football if they're playing in another.
Agree.
Also,
wait,
try
come on.
to like.
Do you mean every English team? Every single Premier League team would be
Every
finishing
single one
in Europe?
Wait a minute.
I'm saying
Yeah,
almost all of these. I'm saying almost all of these Premier League teams are finishing in a European spot if they're playing in a different league.
I might push back on that.
Yeah, I think
okay. You're gonna push back on Wolves, Burnley, West Ham.
Yes.
Leeds.
Yes.
Brentford.
Brighton.
No. Brighton,
Everton.
maybe.
Fulham. No. Sunderland.
Everton.
Brentford.
I think they're still playing European football.
Everton are getting absolutely bodied in Serie A.
You're saying
I'm saying
European
they're making European football.
So
yeah, I'm not saying Champions League. I'm saying top 5 or top 6.
Okay.
In every domestic league.
I don't know. I think.
Yeah, but not top 5 or top 6 make that. I think that's James's point. Like,
well, all the big 5 get 4 Champions Leagues. They get 2 Europa Leagues.
No.
England.
Sure?
No.
Yeah, 4. Yeah, at least 4. We get 5.
Italy.
We keep dominating.
Italy, Spain, Germany, France all get 4 Champions League teams, and England. So the big 5
England got the 5th.
Yes, and so did someone. Maybe Italy. Maybe Italy also got a 5th last year. I don't remember. It has to do with coefficient. But the big 5 all get 4. Now they might not get as many Europa League and Conference League. I don't know about that.
I think it's 1 or 2 of each again.
Yeah,
it's like 2 and 1.
This is
again. So like I'm saying top 5, top 6.
We're in the weeds.
So like yes, 100% Tottenham should get through the group stage of the Champions League.
Sean has done a tremendous job of obfuscating the situation that we have ahead of us between Manchester United and Tottenham.
You're right, Sean. Sean, you said, and I quote, "I'm putting a number on this."
You're right. So it's time to come through for the viewers. I am putting a score on this, and I have seen the future through the stars.
Through the
what
stars.
I'm telling
through
you.
The stars, not written in the stars, but through the stars. Okay.
Yes, it was written in it, and I read it, and I went through them. This is a 2-1 Manchester United win. This is a Cunha brace, and it's a garbage time goal that means nothing for the Tottenham goal.
Oh, so this is This is United are up. United are up 2-0, and then Richarlison score in the 92nd minute.
Yeah, we score in the 88th, 92nd. Doesn't mean anything. Yeah, it's a 2-1 that doesn't mean anything.
Interesting. All right.
I made it bold too. I made it bold.
He bolded it. I
don't know how that happened, but it needed to be bold.
Yeah,
this was a bold prediction.
There's no way. And you know what? And there's going to be rainwater pouring down on some poor fan in section E73 because Old Trafford's so dilapidated.
Oh man, you're not wrong.
Crazy.
If you want to know who I'm going to pick in that game, you'll have to keep track of the Discord and join the Discord community to see where I make my picks Friday afternoon.
We're a fan of good plugs around here.
I do my best. Not hair plugs though. You got to do that in Turkey. Where are we going next? I think it's the end of the weekend. We got another big one. We've got Liverpool, Manchester City. We've got 2 big 6 matchups this weekend.
Is that on Monday?
No, that's on Sunday, brother. That's Sunday 11:30. Okay. Did the EPL get with your wife, your fiance, excuse me, and plan a trip Sunday at 11 again?
Probably.
Yeah. He
just assumes.
Yep. He knows.
The EPL just collaborates with my fiance on what our schedule is, and then she just figures out when we need to travel, and that is when Tottenham plays.
Well, hopefully you guys play 7:30 on Saturday morning, so hopefully oh man, maybe she wants to sleep in. Here's the plan. You guys need to go out to dinner right now. after this podcast, after you're finished watching this podcast right now,
Yeah.
go out to dinner.
Yeah.
Maybe a little night
Yeah.
on the town. Be
Oh,
out
yeah.
until 11:30, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock.
A couple extra wines.
Yeah, stay awake
and then
real late, and then she'll sleep until 10, and you can watch the
like
game.
the way you think. Like the way you think.
And you just got to worry about Frank, and so you can just send Frank out.
Frank's
and
good.
Frank will handle it. But Liverpool City from Anfield. Now this is a potentially interesting one because of the fact that Arsenal plays Sunderland Saturday morning, and Arsenal could open a 9-point lead on City coming into this match. And so there's going to be a lot of pressure on City to get a result here.
Well, the more interesting part, I think, is that Liverpool have been on an absolute tear. They've figured out how to play what brand of football they're supposed to play.
Mm-hmm.
And anytime they're like they're a tangent off of Arsenal set piece ball. All they're trying to do is get a foul. They're trying to get a set piece outside the box instead of a corner
for Szoboszlai,
because Szoboszlai is just gonna bang it from anywhere inside of 40, like that. Since Ward-Prowse is still, I guess he just got. By the way, he just got bought by somebody. Ward-Prowse is still Burnley. Crazy. But Ward-Prowse is the only one that comes to mind when it comes to Szoboszlai of just banging free kicks from wherever. It's just kind of incredible. And he just did one was it last weekend or the weekend before?
It was in the Champions League, wasn't it? Or was it?
Oh, it was in the Champions League, so it was a week and a half.
Was it 2 weeks ago, and then in the Champions League, Salah took one, and you're like, why would anyone other than Szoboszlai take this?
Oh, okay, yeah. Szoboszlai just banged one from 30, 28, 30. It was like maybe 5 yards outside the box. So yeah, it was maybe 28.
Okay.
But yeah, they're starting to play, and so City are just complaining about every ref on earth because all the refs
that they haven't bought.
I guess.
All the refs that they haven't bought.
That they haven't bought. You know what? That's a really good exercise. I don't know if our stats and research department can find out what ref is going to be on that game. But that would be really interesting to find out.
We could probably find out
if it's the new guy or not.
It's probably listed. Hold on, let's look.
Maybe they're only putting the new guy on the City games. That would be really interesting.
Craig Pawson.
Oh, okay, Pawson. Pawson's pretty. I'd like a good Pawson game.
He's decent.
He's been pretty fair. Yeah,
he's decent. Let's see.
It just seems to be Oliver and AT that seem to have a flair for want to be the center of attention.
Interesting.
That's some grace I gave Banks for the. I know Brad, you had and James, but you both had some gripes about the League Cup game. But there's some grace I had. I gave Banks of he just doesn't want to be the reason. He's trying his best not to give the second yellow, and I do take because I agree with the same point of if it's a yellow, it's a yellow. Call it. It doesn't matter what time, what the situation is. It doesn't matter what is going on in the game. If it's a yellow, it's a yellow.
Yeah,
I agree with that. But I also sympathize with a ref in a situation of hey, this is borderline. I don't want to send them to 10 men. Calm down. I don't want to be the reason this game has ended this way.
That's kind of the problem with soccer specifically is when you can eject when you eject players and you don't get a replacement player. Like in basketball, if you give somebody 2 technicals, they still get to play the game with 5 players. If you eject somebody from a baseball game, they still get their 9th player on the field. But soccer, when you get ejected from a soccer match, it's hyper punitive, and so there is a human element to the thinking of that, and there is going to be a higher threshold, and I think we all agree that that's probably not ideal. You want to call it evenly. But yes, generally you don't want the referee. You don't want to make the game about the referee. You don't want people complaining about the referee after the match. I don't necessarily think that I have much beef at all with Craig Pawson, generally speaking, but I think that this, I don't know. Liverpool got a result against Newcastle at home last week, but I think if
Big
you would,
result.
admittedly a very big result, but I think also you would say that if we had asked Joel beforehand, Joel said that he thought Liverpool were going to win 2-0, and so they were super injured. I think they didn't have Bruno or Joel Linton in that match, and so it was it wasn't a full strength Newcastle. This is going to be a full strength Manchester City team.
Yeah.
I'm kind of the
Yeah.
opinion. I'm kind of the opinion that Manchester City are probably going to win this game because Liverpool are a bit they're a bit depleted as well in the injury department, and City are playing really well right now. I mean, I know that they didn't get the result that they wanted against Tottenham, and they lost against United, but they still have been very competitive. Now, the one thing I think also need to keep in mind is they played on Wednesday, and so Liverpool didn't have a midweek match. Liverpool are able to rest for this match and recuperate, and City played on Wednesday in the cup semifinal, and so that's a shorter week for them. I think that there's pros and cons for both teams, but I think ultimately City are probably just have too much for Liverpool right now.
Yeah, like Liverpool's defending is what gets them into trouble, right? Like
Yeah.
they can they might be able to keep up with most teams on goals. Most teams they will outscore most teams. Let me say it that way. Sorry. But their defense has just been shocking this
Yep.
season. Like it's 180 of what it has been, which is kind of crazy, and it's where they're losing their games. 33 goals against.
Yeah. So I was going to say this.
Manchester United numbers.
So they have scored 10 less goals than City have, and they've conceded 10 more goals than City have. And so
yeah. That's Tottenham Hotspur's numbers. That's Brighton Hove Albion numbers.
So
can we recklessly say they made a mistake by not cashing in on selling Van Dijk?
I said that.
But it wasn't a sell.
That's a reckless claim. Reckless claim, right?
It wouldn't have been
just letting him go. It wasn't just letting him go, but
letting him go it would be incredibly reckless. Like let him go for free would be.
Well, that was the option last summer. He was out of contract.
That was it.
Sure,
yeah.
Sure. But I'm saying the foresight to sell him a year and a half ago.
No.
Would it?
No. You don't sell him when you're winning the title. Yeah. No. I mean, you can sell him that summer, but I don't think you want to. But.
Honestly, yeah, they should have sold him 18 months ago. Arsenal would have won the title last year.
Did the winning the title cost them
they would have
now
having
a crap defender? Because he's not good right now.
Hold on. I think that the problem is that he was so good 4 years ago, 3-4 years ago, that he was the best defender in the world 3 or 4 years ago, and now he's no longer the best defender in the world.
James, they gave up a goal a week ago where Van Dijk tried to kick a ball and missed it.
I get it, but that happens in football.
A professional footballer missed a ball with his foot.
He's running back to goal. It's coming over his shoulder. He has to kick. It's
come on.
I agree with you. It's bad. But I think Konate, Jimmy said this last week. He thinks that people are piling on Van Dijk too much and that Konate has been worse, which I think is probably true. And also they haven't had any stability in either of the back positions, either the right back or the left back. They haven't had stability in the season. They've been chucking different people in and out. And so there is like defense.
Wonder whose fault that is.
You complain about the Arsenal defense making Raya look good, like because they're stable and they play this, they try and play the same 4 people every game. Liverpool haven't had that luxury. They don't have any backup, so he gets no rest. I don't know, man. Like I think you're giving
Van Dijk trash can.
They spent a small country's GDP on offense, and they can't bring in a center back at all.
Their squad planning was
Oh,
awful.
they signed one for August. Thank God they got somebody for August. And his
All right.
last name is Jacket.
Anybody want to put a score on this? Anybody
absolutely
bold
not.
enough?
Nope. Do you have one?
God, goodness, no. I'm waiting.
Yeah,
for
I don't
you.
think so either.
I'm waiting for you to pick, man, so I can pick up some points on you.
What you mean? You're ahead of me, aren't you?
I am. We'll talk about that in just a moment. I picked up more points on you last week too. Burnley, West Ham. This is a relegation situation. This is a relegation 21 pointer.
Yes,
I believe we're up to 21 points.
Yeah,
that sounds right.
I don't know. If we're only at 21, we're in a lot better judicious situation than we were last year. We were really reckless with the points last year.
We were very.
This year we're 21. All right, now we're keeping the points really where we need to be.
It was also a little bit closer, I think.
Yeah, you're right.
Like we consider more teams, like Spurs were 17, so like we considered all their games relegation.
Okay, all right, thanks. All right, I gotta take it. I can't argue with it.
I think the problem with this one is that everyone's known. Like we relegated Wolves. We relegated Wolves about 10 weeks ago.
Wolves are gone.
We relegated Wolves 10 weeks ago. We relegated Burnley maybe 6 weeks ago. 4 weeks ago. 5. Like Burnley don't look like they're turning. Now, if they pick up 3 points on West Ham and drop the gap between them and West Ham
18
to 2 points, the problem is that it will still be 11 points to 17th, which is where they need to be.
Yes.
So the only way that this keeps
8 points. 8 points.
What? They'd go to 18 and Forest will win and they'll go to 29. I'm assuming,
right, which would put Leeds at 26, so it'd still be 8.
Oh, they play each other. Oh, I didn't realize they played each other. Oh.
Another relegation 24-pointer.
No. Because the problem is that West Ham's just going to win this game, and Burnley are just going to be dead in the water. They'll be
just as confidence there.
Just as dead as Wolves. I mean, West Ham have been good. What's the
score?
They won 2 games. They almost beat Chelsea last week. What's the score?
They got lucky against Chelsea. What's the score in this game, sir?
You know, it'd be great if it was a tie.
It probably ends up being a tie.
Everybody's mad with a tie. I'm taking West Ham. It's 1-2 for West Ham. So
I so badly want West Ham to go down.
Brad, stop.
I don't know why I was bold. I fixed it.
Get out of here.
Oh,
Control B.
Yes. Brad thinks he's the only person who can update the spreadsheet. No, but
is fine.
I think West Ham had been playing well. I think Burnley are dreadful. And West Ham are better than Burnley.
That gives us a really interesting conversation then. So I think we all are in agreement that West Ham are not deserving of where they are.
Well,
right.
I wouldn't go that far.
No.
Well, no. You know what? They've deserved exactly where they are.
Yes.
So far. But they are playing better and are better than their position. So the fighting teams to be the 18th position then are Forest, Leeds, Palace.
Tottenham.
Who's the team going down?
If you're putting Palace in there, you have to put Tottenham in there.
Yeah, Tottenham. Yeah, right? We could. We're going to be the only team. We're going to be the only team that goes down.
No. Okay.
Gets relegated and wins the Champions League at the same year.
There's absolutely zero chance this Tottenham team wins the Champions League. There's zero chance.
Well, you haven't been watching Champions League football then.
Oh, I watched 8 wins in the Champions League. How many wins did you watch?
You also played 3 teams I've never heard of before in my life.
We also played the team that finished second in the league phase, beat them, and last year's runner-up and beat them. So, just saying. Who did you guys play Bayern Munich, Sean? Brad
PSG.
Did. Brad played Bayern Munich. Brad, how'd you guys do against Bayern Munich?
We lost this time.
Sean, did you guys play Inter?
No.
No. Okay. Well, you had a little game against Borussia Dortmund or something like that.
Yeah, we beat their tail.
We're just like the number 3 team in Germany, which goes back to my point that Tottenham would probably beat Bayern in the league.
Spanked them.
And Bayern. Well, that's because Bayern don't have a real coach. They just have a placeholder until somebody of renown gets available. Brad,
Dortmund also had a red card in the 13th minute.
Your question was, oh, okay. Your question was who gets relegated if West Ham don't get relegated? Well, I think West Ham will get relegated. Forest? I think West Ham will get relegated.
It's probably Leeds.
Gosh, I can't wait.
But
Sean Dyche does enough to keep Forest up.
I think if I had to pick a team, it's got to be the team that was in the championship last year. If somehow West Ham survive, I think it's got to be Leeds.
Yeah. I think Sean Dyche does enough for that Forest. Forest has enough talent to survive.
But I do think West Ham are going to get relegated.
I agree. I think the 3 that we have are the 3 that we're going to have, and this is what happens when you sell somebody for £100 million and you don't invest well.
Talking about Declan Rice?
Yeah. Declan. Mr. Declan.
By the way, I know somebody that's a Leeds fan and who hates Brendan Harrison. Just because he's been a Leeds fan for 20 years. And he's like, this guy's useless. He's not good for the team. I don't care that he's American. I want him off my team. And the past 8 match weeks, he's like had a goal or assist in each game. And he's like, gosh, I freaking hate it. He's like so mad because he's like, I can't sell him now.
Yeah.
He's keeping us up.
You want to be mad at him.
Yes.
It's always the worst when the player.
We've all had that player where you're like, I want to hate you.
Yep.
But you keep scoring goals.
Or you keep doing good stuff.
Mine doesn't score goals. He lets goals in.
Oh, okay.
That's just
Mine
even
was
more
Eric
reasoning.
Camilla.
All right. Let's take a look at the picks from last week. So
let's do so.
as we make picks throughout the season, we're saving everything in the spreadsheet. And normal respondents from last week, and we had a 7-bang from none other than Sean this week. I think that's your best week, Sean. I mean, we shouldn't necessarily be saying Sean Stradamus too much because I think it's your best week in a number of weeks. You put up a 1 spot 2 weeks ago, so let's not get ahead of ourselves, buddy.
Okay. All right.
But the week that you put a 1 spot up, the highest score was a 4. So that was a tough week for everybody. But yeah, you put up 7. I put up 6. We had 2 tied on 5 in Brad and Joel. Jimmy and Chap only had 4, which means that I extend my lead overall at the top. I put a point in on Brad. I give myself a cushion back up to 2. Give myself a little bit of space from Jimmy as well. And Sean, you're giving yourself some space from Joel. But I will say that Joel has a sizably better pick percentage than you because he's picked 20 less games than you. Something to keep in mind. But yeah, this is if you're curious, get in our Discord. It's in the description of this video or podcast, and you can. It's Friday now, but if you want to throw your picks in now into our preview picks channel, that will do well. And you can get your name thrown into the spreadsheet. And we got 13 rounds left, 14 rounds, including this one, something like that. Whatever the maths out to being. And it's 14 games left. And so that'll give you a good sample size as to how good you are at this game. Just pick the winners, pick the losers if there's a draw, and we'll get you in the spreadsheet. Hit us up on social media. That guy up top is at KSBradG. Down below is at Whiteheart_Sean. I am at James Tiffany. Collectively, we can be reached at redcard_radio. Hope you enjoyed the football this weekend, and we will be back next week for a whole round of Red Card Radio. And until then, enjoy the football. We will speak with you soon.